Hello and welcome to Tier Fun. I am Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today, no doubt, you've noticed there's something different in the air for Tier Fun. That's right, the Tier Fun studios have changed slightly. What? Yeah, that's right. Hey, we got a chair now, guys, and with a great chair comes great responsibility, and that responsibility was to move away from that couch and into this chair. Yeah, and to celebrate this, I had a different deck plan today, but a friend of mine showed me this list, and it gave me all those good feels from back in the day. This is essentially a throwback to a deck I played when I first started getting into Modern. My first, for those who don't know, I think I mentioned this on the stream already, or the channel. My first Modern deck was Affinity. Still love Affinity. Haven't played it all that much on camera. But my first Modern love was a Blue-Red Delver list, and this is essentially the old Treasure Cruise Delver list with Bedlam Reveler instead of the old Treasure Cruise. Ooh, sorry, we gotta get used to it too. I'm also recording on my laptop today just to test. So let me know in the comments if there's some weird quality issues. I think the screen is actually better than the one I usually record on, so the capture might be better. We'll see. Let's stick to Magic for now, and we'll talk logistics in the logistics. Yeah, I guess it's logistics. We'll talk shop in the comments later. But anyways, Treasure Cruise sadly banned. R.I.P. But we got Bedlam Reveler. Let's see if I can't. Yeah. Okay, I think it might just be. I don't have my hotkey set. This is pretty hilarious. Anyways, so Bedlam Reveler is our Treasure Cruise, and the rest of the deck is spells. We've got the Monastery Swift Spears. Is this gonna do it? No, it's not gonna do it. We have Monastery Swift Spear. We'll just drag and drop for when we're talking about it. And Soulscar Mage is our 1-drop prowess creatures. Delver of Secrets. You know, it's called Blue-Red Delver, so obviously this is a Delver deck. All these cards are synergized well. They're our big threats outside of, obviously, Bedlam Reveler. They synergize with the rest of our spells, the rest of our deck being just 100% instants or sorceries. That's the name of this game plan. Be very low to the ground, apply pressure in the early turns, and then refill your hand with Bedlam Reveler. Reveler, in some situations, is going to be better than Treasure Cruise, because it's a 3/4 prowess creature, as well as hopefully a draw 3. We're going to be empty-handed, I think, pretty easily. We have what, 12 cantrips, counting this Manamorphose. Faithless Looting, if we don't cast the Flashback, is actually card disadvantage. So we're basically just trying to get there. It's a tempo list. Like, Vapor Snag is not all that powerful in the vacuum. But I think, and this is the main reason besides nostalgia, that I want to play this list, I think Vapor Snag is actually pretty dang good against all these Black-Red Hollow One lists running around. It's great against Delve threats. It's great against Hollow Ones. Like, we can't... Every deck's going to be weak to a multiple Hollow One start. But this is a relatively clean answer that also doesn't ramp your opponent. Path to Exile, I think, is just obviously the best main deckable answer that I can think of for that menace of a deck. But Vapor Snag is pretty close as well, until they print a 1-mana Roast or better for red. I think this is what we have. Obviously, Flame Slash is an option, but not being able to get a Gurmag with a Flame Slash is the worst feeling of my life. It's probably just worth it for a lot of decks to run it, but I think we don't need it here. But anyways, like, that's the deck. I don't want to get too deep into deck philosophy right this second. Okay, good. Sideboard. The only question that I had from this list was basically the Revelry. We're an aggressive list, so dealing 2 damage is going to matter, and it will come up. And the fact that it's Artifact or Enchantment, all good things. I don't know if still, all that being said, if Revelry is where we want to be for our Enchantment and Artifact hate. We have Searing Blaze as a nice way to deal with those low-to-the-ground creatures. Grim Lavamancer as well. And Spell Pierce is, I think, the single best counterspell we can be running. We don't have any main deck. Main deck, we want to be as aggressive as possible. But if we're playing against any combo-based, spell-based combo deck, or probably Jund, or maybe I think our game plan is to get in under Tron, but we might bring it in for Tron. Even if they turn 3S, if we can spell pierce the first thing, fingers crossed it's not a worm coil because we're dead then. But if we can spell pierce their first threat, that usually buys this kind of deck enough time to close the door. We don't have snapcasters for all these lightning bolts or spikes, so our reach is a little less than it would be otherwise. But hopefully just Delver gets there. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to run this Delver deck. And yeah, let's get into some matches. Fingers crossed for some beatdowns and some sad opponents. Howdy, folks. I know I just got you guys in the mood for a couple of good matches with the old Blue-Red Delver, but this is future Andrew here saying that these last 3 days have, in the new Tier Fun Studios, which we're still happy to have been a freaking nightmare from a technical standpoint for me. This laptop had a lot more potential things, learning curves for recording with it, which I won't get into here. Just needless to say that there were some audio issues in one match. We got to salvage it because it was like 98% of it was finished. And then I'm going to record, I think, just one new one. I have to go back and check again, but I'm pretty sure I just have to record one new match. And then we also, I think we salvaged one joke match, bonus match for the end. So if you're interested in that, that'll be post everything. But yeah, I think I'm about to dive in right now and re-record one match. But I think, fingers crossed, I have ironed out everything. So going forward in the new studios, we won't have like a 3-day turnaround for a single video. That's my goal here. Yeah, because it is Friday right now, like afternoon my time. So hopefully I'll have this out by late afternoon my time. But anyways, the tip off, I'll be wearing this hat if it wasn't from the original video set. All right, we'll dive right in. I think the first match is good, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for sticking with me here at Tier Fun, and you are the best. All right. Well, like I said, we'll be good going forward, and hope you guys enjoy these matches. Okay, here we are for round one with Blue-Red Delver in our preferred format of Modern. This hand looks like pretty awesome. Playing against Button. He's just Button in there today. Ooh, mirror? It's not a mirror. It could be. Still could be a mirror. Mirror is not ruled out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do what this deck wants to do. Play a turn 1 Delver. Of note, we have 2 lands in hand. Pretty cool. We're running only 16, so when I say we're low to the ground, that is not lip service. We are very low to the ground. It's been a while since I played a 16 lander. I actually think the last time I played one was I was trying to, before, this is in the, right when Kolaghan's Command was printed, I was playing Grixis Delver. Yep. Let's actually give ourselves an upkeep stop here for the future. We're going to want to draw this opt, I believe. Do we want to? I mean, we do want to reveal it. I think actually I'm looking for more of a threat. So let's opt now. Bottom this opt. We're already pretty opt heavy. Okay, another Delver's good. There's a Rift Bolt as well. All right. So let's get in for 3. And we're going to shock ourselves here. Opponent representing a counter spell with these 2 blues. So we could just Lightning Bolt as well. But I think we need to get down the pressure. If they've got a remand or something, they've got a remand. But yeah, the 16 lands, I kind of went into it in the deck tech just a second ago, but I think I forgot to mention that the main reason I'm not in on those Destructive Revelries in the sideboard, they didn't counter that. That's awesome. Is that the 16 lands and 1 Stomping Ground being our only source of green. We have fetches, so we technically have 8 green. Ooh, please don't. Oh God. Oh, thought that was a tension sphere. I thought we were dead. Opponent drawing 3, as foretold. We do have the upkeep stop. We're real aggressive. Oh, yeah. But then another great thing about having 16 lands is we're pretty likely to flip our Delvers. I do want that Serum Visions now. So we're going to swing in for 6. We have 9 points of burn in our hand. We're going to opt here. Or sorry, Serum Visions. And then I think probably suspend Riftbolt. Revolver is actually pretty good. I think I want both of these. Actually, undo. We're gonna draw the Scalding Tarn first on the off chance that our opponent has some sort of. This is an Esper list as well. And let's suspend. So, yeah, they need to deal with our Delvers or they're gonna die. They need to counter these bolts or they're gonna die. And then if they do both of those things, we also have a Bedlam Reveler coming on the turn after that. So Cryptic Command, plus an As Foretold on 1. They don't have double white, so we don't have to be worried. Oh, another Ancestral. God, I'm so jealous. They've drawn 6 cards. Holy Toledo. They have to discard 2, though. That's insane. I'm sure they have lands, right? It looks like it's 1 Flooded Strand. Let's pop this out, actually. Oh, and a Plains. Okay. As you've also no doubt noticed, we're up in the top right this time. I guess, yeah, top right. So let me know in the comments if you like or dislike top right camera. No counter. I don't think there's a reason to play that pre-combat. We don't have any counter spells. I think if they had Cryptic, they would have countered that Rift Bolt and tapped us, but I could be wrong. Okay, tap draw. Sure. Do we have them dead here? I think we do, right? So we fetch this for a mountain. We have 3 red, 3, 6, 9. Yep. So unless they have a 1-mana way to deal with this, which would be very unfortunate because we're getting rid of our good friend Bedlam Reveler. But unless they have a 1-mana way to gain some life or counter spell, which we've gotten got by Spell Pierce before. You know this chat. 3, 6, 9. We can count to 10, but not quite to 10, just 9. Ding. We got there. All right. Well, looks like we're playing against blue-white. As foretold, it could be the taking turns list. It could very well be taking turns, but we don't know. Why would they be running white instead of black? Path. Well, I think we probably do want Spell Pierce. Over Vapor Snag. I think that's probably just an easy 1-for-1 remove or thing. They could also have another reason to be running white would be the Colonnade, and Vapor Snag is our best answer against Colonnade. But I think if they're starting to crack in with Colonnade, we've already lost. Yeah, I'm okay like this. Let's get off to another quick start and finish this one. Ah, yes. The downside of 16 lands. Glad to see you here. Unkeepable hand. Well, 3 lands, not where we want to be. 2 Spell Pierce, huh? Oh, the 3rd Spell Pierce. I didn't see that we already had 2 in hand. Yeah, we'll bottom that. Okay. This chair is pretty comfortable. Happy with my chair purchase. No! Well, I don't want to shuffle that Spell Pierce back in right away. We will next turn. Yeah, attack for 1. So this list is also there's like 96 ulterior motives of playing this. This list is also kind of a good lead-in into blue-red wizards in the future. That new wizard that's going to be printed in Dominaria. I think it's Adeliz. That basically gives your entire team pseudo prowess. Just if your entire wizard, sweet Mike, wizard team, that is wizards only. So no Swift Spears, but Delver's a wizard. Soulscar Mage is actually a wizard. Look out for that in standard, ladies and gents. We're definitely losing this game, but this is a shell you could maybe upgrade into just wizards if you wanted to. Throw some Snapcaster Mages in there. It's not quite as aggressive. I'm fetching now. If they have 2 removal spells, so be it. Really could use literally anything here. Okay, that's the best draw. No reason to play land here. We can Spell Pierce whatever they're trying to do to us. Let's put Bintu fetches. Play Spire Bluff Canal. Having a hard time talking today, but then again, what else is new, right? Okay. I think I want to draw into the Soulscar Mage. Cast Faithless Looting next turn. Do we suspend Riftbolt now? I think we'll suspend it next turn and hold up Spell Pierce here. The reason being that will then trigger the Soulscar Mage's prowess as well. So it's an extra damage point in the ideal scenario. Okay, well, Path gets us. I mean, we could tap them down, but that's not doing much here. Do we want to... We're drawing Faithless Looting next turn and Soulscar Mage off of it. Discarding Scalding Tarn, Spell Pierce probably. Conversely, we could cast the Faithless Looting. I don't know if we want to land. We have 4. That's more than we need. I think I'm okay with those cards on top. Almost 100% positive we play a land. Now we just want to be mana efficient, I believe. Well, maybe not. Because I might actually end up discarding this or the second Spell Pierce. The reason to not play Riftbolt here is we're pretty stone cold to like a Gideon or something. Okay, so it is a taking turns. So now that we know it's taking turns, I think we can just Spell Pierce this. It seems pretty good. It's not the best Temporal Mastery ever, but I think I'm good with just torpedoing their turn with a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is also pretty dang good against a Taking Turns deck because they're trying to resolve 5 mana spells. So we're not going to want to get rid of this Spell Pierce either. So I think let's loot. Hopefully draw into another land. Ooh. Well, this one's a little bit harder. I think I'm going to actually bin this Riftbolt and then play out my hand. Yeah. So they can go for a Time Walk next turn, Time Warp, I suppose, if we want to be accurate. But that's not doing much. They don't have a way. They're not drawing any extra cards. This way we can Faithless Looting, or hold up Spell Pierce, assuming we draw into. No, we can't do that. There's the Time Warp. Okay. We're losing this game pretty badly. All thanks to drawing just a bit too many lands. So we could have held up Spell Pierce and only had one of those cards. Okay, looks like we're not too punished. They might have Cryptic Command or something, but we can deal with that with the Spell Pierce if we want. Lava Spike. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, well, we're back in the saddle, ripping like a boss. So now they might go for Cryptic if they have it. I mean, we're dealing 8 damage this turn. Could very well be 9 if we get to Spell Pierce something, which I think we will go for. If they Cryptic, yeah. Alright. Buckle up, ladies and gents. We are hellbent from here on out. Okay, well, fingers crossed. We can finish the game before they just start ripping a whole lot of time warps. Jace is really good here. We need just a little more pressure. Please no Jace. As foretold, draw 3. Ooh, okay, come on. Burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell. Opt. Opt works. I guess there's let's go to well, no. We could draw into lightning to lava spike. And then I would really regret not doing this pre-combat. Rift Bolt, probably fine. This is where Rift Bolt's suspend clause really gets us. Like we could have bottomed it looking for an actual bolt. They have a path. Nope. Okay, opponent needs to rip. They need a counterspell for that Rift Bolt, and they need a way to deal with our Delver. And then we have to not... They have to... Well, no, then we can access Faithless Looting from the graveyard. Yeah. So they need to not give us an untap step. Cryptic Command does all of those things, I suppose. So here's Time Warp number 1. As Foretold's so good in this deck. Gives them... Ooh, Teleria West. I think I would have kept that Teleria West in hand and pacted for a Time Walk. Or, sorry, an Ancestral Vision. Maybe... So Snapcaster, Time Warp. Okay. Well, they're essentially casting Glorified Explorers here. They're not gaining too much advantage. Once they cast a single Ancestral Vision, though, yeah. Maybe I wouldn't have... Oop, sorry. Maybe I wouldn't have transmuted that. F6. So they need more Time Warps here. Another Snapcaster Mage will do it. Ancestor Vision, draw 3 cards. They're in a rough spot, though. They can't let us untap. Looks like they've got one. Jace is very good. Unsummoning my Delver. Or Brainstorm. Timely. Woo! That was a great Brainstorm for Jace. Ooh, wee. Okay, well, now I think we have to just kill the Jace. Oh, they didn't even Brainstorm yet. Wow. For some reason, I thought they already had. Going. So that was a great last card they had. That being said... Oh, wow. Aggressive. If we just rip a Lightning Bolt, we win. So I think we are just going dumb. can't cast Cryptic. They could have a path. We'll give them Jace. Swift Spear doesn't do it. I think I'd rather loot it away. Yeah, because if we draw Lightning Bolt, we win. Well, no, we need Lightning Bolt land. So I guess in that case, I'm okay giving them another turn. And since we're doing that, we should get rid of Jace. And I think we'll hold back here. No, we'll attack. Either way, they could trade all three for this Soulscar Mage if they wanted to. So this way we could potentially get in more damage. All right. So now they're as foretold can cast a Cryptic command. So they have what I would describe as infinite mana. Oh, they had a fetch. I guess they could have Field of Ruin to us as well. There's the vision. Dang. Opponent would be at 2 right now and have a Brainstorm with that fetch. I think killing Jace is still correct. Okay, so now they get another turn. Opponent is officially going off. Yeah, I should have definitely just looted away that Swift Spear if I was going to just run it into there. Opponent can attack for 3. And then they need another Time Warp to attack again. We're getting close to the point where just having Temporal Mastery in hand is going to win the game for them. Because they can definitely cast them. 2 cards. I think if I could do last turn again, I would have... Here it is. Oh, part the Water Veil. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we're just dead here. Howdy, y'all. Future Andrew here, as promised, to narrate the last little bit of match 1, where the audio went so bad that it could probably possess your soul and send it straight to the devil. It was very bad. It was very bad. But like we said earlier, hopefully I'm pretty sure that's all ironed out now, and all that's left is the narration. So, as past Andrew just alluded to in the live version of the video, we're dead. We're dead here. The Part the Water Veil was the perfect draw for the opponent. Opponent actually had a lot of really good draws here. Part the Water Veil, Cryptic Command. Like, they didn't need much to win this game at this point, which is the reason why we got rid of Jace. We wanted to minimize their draws. And they got to Part the Water Veil. We're dead here. They got the Serum Visions. And the only thing left for us here is to hope for like an Act of God, or like maybe the opponent just clicks to their attack step. Oh, and they just did. Yes, indeed. Opponent either F6'd after that Serum Visions, as someone has been known to do, or they forgot that Part the Water Veil gave them another... They lost track of how many turns they had. They forgot Part the Water Veil gave them an extra turn. Didn't just animate their dude. There's a lot of ways that a lot of reasons that this could have happened, but the opponent clicked through their attack step, and we were given life. We were given a new life. So opponent, basically, we're still in a very bad spot here. If opponent leaves back a couple of blockers, like they could just swing in with this Gemstone Caverns and a couple of Snapcaster Mages, put us to 2, and then we don't have enough blockers for their stuff. They have a blocker for our Soulscar Mage, so that they're not dead this turn. The fact that they attacked made me feel like they had Cryptic Command or another Time Warp effect. It turns out that was not the case. Opponent passes it back to us, and we end up winning. This is a law I like to call the law of reciprocal punts. The more punts you put out into the universe, the more likely punts are to come back to you and help you. The world needs to be balanced, and this is one of those things. So yeah, we should. There are some scenarios where leaving back Monastery Swiftspear buys us enough time to get in for a couple Delver hits, and then we end up winning. So we might still have won this game anyways. We'll never know because of punts were had on all sides. But yeah, we end up cracking in here for lethal. Opponent doesn't have the Cryptic Command, and that's all she wrote. Okay, so we'll get into the next match.